A duel is a battle of wills, and the sword an extension of the duelist's spirit. If your heart recoils in fear, then your sword may as well be in its scabbard, because you will not wield it effectively against your foe.
Kids come over again today. I think I'll give them these toys. Better to just let the youngins choose their own path in life. Kids come over again today. Just have toys. Better to just let the youngins choose their own path in life. The kids come over again today. I think I'll give them these toys.
Into the shadows.
Let the world collide!
Wind, hear me!
Go as one! Everyone hold hands! Share my knowledge!
Move it! Time to testify!
Shower me with... Grow, grow, grow! Time to shine!
Ready!
Hey! Make yourselves at home!
I swear by my sword!
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
Move it! What a disgrace! I am defeated.
This may hurt a little. Strike a pose! Everyone hold hands! No, life lasts forever.
Barbados, guide us!
Go as one! Time to shine!
Into the shadows. Move it. Evil looks. Shoot on sight.
Let my name echo in song!
Wind, hear me. Into the shadows.
Strike a pose! Let the world collide! Fullest flash!
Ready. Barbados, guide us.
Shower me with praise!
I swear by my sword.
Hey! Time to shine!
Into the shadows.
Strike a pose! I see everything! Share my knowledge! Fullest flash! Committed to memory! Let my name echo in song!
Barbados, guide us. Moving. Hunt them down.
Grow! Fullest flag! Everyone hold hands! Let the world collide!
I swear by my sword.
This may hurt a little. Make yourselves at home!
Into the shadows. Evil looks. Shoot on sight.
Fullest flag! Hey!
Moving.
Yoo-hoo! Everyone hold hands! Share my knowledge! Time to shine!
Wind, hear me. Ready. Hunt them down.
Strike a pose! Committed to memory! Make yourselves at home! Let the world collide!
I swear by my sword. Loaded. Evil looks. Shoot on sight.
I see everything! Yoo-hoo!
Wind, hear me.
Time to shine! The Temple of Wisdom! Shower me with praise!
Hunt them down.
Let my name echo in song! Committed to memory! Share my knowledge!
Barbados, guide us. Ready. Into the shadows. Time to testify.
This is unwise. The Temple of Wisdom.
I swear by my sword. Here, loaded.
There's blood. The morning echoing song. Shower me with... Grow.
Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Wind, hear me.
Strike a pose. Time to shine. Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Loaded. Time to testify.
Go with blood.
Ready.
A minute to memory.
Barbados, guide us.
Hey! Shower me with praise! Let the world collide! The Temple of Wisdom!
Into the shadows. Hunt them down. Ad Astra Abyssosque. Ad Astra. Yep.
Absolutely everything. Turns out.
Weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here. that you mention it. This is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit. Look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around. Yeah. Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
Yeah!
Hear that? They said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geofishing for the next round then? Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Hear what? Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree? What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Hold on. Could this be an event setup thing? Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on. If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Paimon will take it. Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of times, too. Paimon likes the optimism. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then, get rid of these bombs.
What?
Fireworks! Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going. Huh. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right! Oh, wow! That's a statue of the Seven! Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it. Let's take a closer look. Huh. Paimon's next line was...
As we all know,
Right! Poetry and language flow like the wind! Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the Seven! Okay, I'm unsure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made, too. But that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too. She must have asked Jean to write that letter. No, wait! Maybe that was Alice just pretending to be Jean. Yeah, Paimon's not upset. The surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane. Meeks, what do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind it jump out and say, "Gotcha!" Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. And there could be even more. Guess all there's left to do is touch that statue and find out. Maybe it'll give you the power of Pyro or something.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Klee can't reach those from here. And Master Jean says it's not polite to just take people's things. So, pass them to me when no one's looking, okay?
Sparks and Splash! You were right! Alice is full of surprises. Good guessing on your part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
Go now.
Yes, now, or it'll be too late.
Ooh, it's the ball!
There's something huge in the sky.
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods. Look! There he is! Back then, the Goblin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone-Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds. But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past, right? True. No need to go for a full-on reenactment. Let's go!
Our old friends have arrived.
And it is our great pleasure to greet them. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
you, that's for sure. Paimon can't believe the Knights of Favonius. Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's going on here?
Ah, now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork. But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining all manner of magic and phenomena.
Yep. We experienced that firsthand in Notcry.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories. When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
Huh, I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I couldn't pull off a simple trick like that.
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Ah, except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you haven't heard in a while, right? You might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along in no time. I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So does Jean know about this or not? Paimon's starting to think that invitation letter was a fake.
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
Huh. So you do draw the line somewhere.
Whew. Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius. With the expedition in Notcry coming to an end, the Knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge... Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but there will be some activities. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning Knights can use it to catch up on all the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt while they were gone.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
So, what about the parts that took a few, creative liberties?
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged. Memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine, but it's not exactly a stable medium. If memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to ensure a lack of deviations. For example, these memories belong to Venti. But even for someone like him, whose memories are... Not to mention,
On their own, memories lack an interactive component, so I added some self-deductive capabilities to this magic, which...
Yeah, that, makes sense.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we can manually correct anything that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations, and we won't need real people to act things out. Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angels share is gonna be much more of a hassle.
Huh. Like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides, we already snapped a few pics of some potential bugs. Like,
Oh, no, Paimon. That one was entirely intentional.
what? Seriously?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task. Is a little personal touch too much to ask for?
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please. This is Mondstadt, after all.
Oh, well. Paimon can't argue with that.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime? Jean should be there too.
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who invited us after all.
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you two are overdue for a vacation. Best to make the most of it.
Oh, and didn't you say Kleiner would be making the trip with you this time, Alice?
He's been delayed, I'm afraid. Troublesome happenings on another planet. And of course, just when he jumped through all those hoops to make the border is a terrible mess even now. So, unfortunately, his vacation has been postponed. Just yesterday, he did give us a call on the Dodo communication device, though. As you can imagine, Klee was pleased as punch to hear her dad's voice.
I see. Being a seeker is a tough job indeed.
What exactly is teamwork?
Need to hire a duel?
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow!
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested in what went into the preparation, though. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors, not to mention recruiting Dvalin. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
Yeah, there are other activities here too, right? Sounds like there's a lot on your plate.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the return of the expedition team is a matter of great importance. The Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere. Tone Deaf Bard said you had other ideas.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time. Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset.
So, besides the whole bubble thing, what have you got?
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The Cavalry Company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting. Even when the subject matter is quite serious, I can think of no better person for the job.
You're as modest as ever, huh, Jean?
Over here, we're running a Wind Glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. Be sure to check it out when the time comes. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area where people can relax and chat with each other. A few simple games will be available as well. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Well, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here. We're exercising the utmost restraint.
Hey. Relax, Gene, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm not even here. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about how much is on your plate. I just didn't want you to overwork yourself, that's all.
Oh, wow. That's actually really nice of you.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But thank you.
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, you two got a sec? Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal. I'll even introduce you to the Good Hunter's secret menu.
Oh, nice! Paimon's never heard of that before.
What's wrong? Not hungry?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over. Since you seem to have some time to spare, perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole shebang.
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu, you should at least do some work now that you're back.
All right. Oh, let's go. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired.
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grand Master came rushing back at once.
The Grand Master's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grand Master's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover. Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that.
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when—
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience. Even the parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha 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 ha. Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight story firsthand.
Whoa! Dizzy! That's gonna take some getting used to.
Ah, looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed— Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh, pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good—
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay?
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius use to get— If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out anyway. The Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre.
This is like getting to read the script before
I wonder what would happen if, this time,
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that...
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole...
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild member.
Let me see here. It looks like magical auto-load has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go! The Holy Lyre! There it is! Well.
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable Electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down!
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an Electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an Electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The Holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away!
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you. That's nothing.
anything the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time! Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like! It's at least a few times bigger!
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, alright.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just Diluc. Should be a total piece of cake.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice! Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barberloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah.
What? But... how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that!
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus who's...
All right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
was as follows. A human never doubts what their eyes see. However, things that are taken to be indisputable are often false. So, one must shift one's gaze elsewhere. Perhaps...
Mika's guarding the spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. No. Wait, my line... how did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame.
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. Diluc. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this.
Do I?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come...
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
First one!
Here we go!
I see through you!
Burn!
Just...
Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatus. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True! Guess I didn't stand a chance.
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nick?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy, and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui and Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above all. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. The crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cost. Let's talk business, shall we? That's all. You have to at least make it worth my while. Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right? All right, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass, after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if... Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So...
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexenzirkel never promises even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing you.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
The road ahead is almost completely blocked!
The Vatus up ahead is a pragmatist. You might have a chance to avoid conflict if you obtain the up.
Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest!
They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me, then.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
All right, we've got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika. Mika! We have the crest!
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice.
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on!
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up? Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed.
How?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are—
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Look! The Ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance!
Group 2, reinforce!
Think you can get away? Let's play!
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Brace yourselves!
Time for retribution! Ha!
I swear by my sword!
Burn! On me!
Thunder! Up the ante!
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Ha! Ha!
Ha!
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Huh? That's nothing. Huh?
Give up! Just don't hit... All right! I know when I'm beat. You win!
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have...
Yeah! This rule was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a...
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here.
It's open!
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Barker was talking about? Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in.
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit... regretful for not...
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
You're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too!
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad. I suppose Barbatos could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? Well, I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares?
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death.
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Signora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect that Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Notcry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Teyvat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember— Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this?
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up!
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Greetings, traveler.
Hey there, Catherine! Oh, and Oz and Fischl are here, too!
All things in this universe must plunge into darkness. 'Tis only natural that those who seek—
Mein Fräulein means to say she's happy to see you both. And I feel the same.
You're here just in time. Yai Publishing House has a commission for you, traveler. An editor is here to discuss the details, and much of the information was kept from the guild for business reasons. All we know is that it has something to do with the author—
What? Surely you don't mean—
Wait, is this author really that important? What if we weren't here?
In that case, it'd be a free trip to Mondstadt where one needs only pass some information along. In any case, if the commission is of interest to you, the editor is waiting at the Good Hunter. Just look—
Hold on! Halt thy steps, good traveler. Fate cast you upon the tides of the world, but not for you to stand alone in the face of its desolation. Nay, you step forth onto the path of the Immernachtreich.
What mein Fräulein means to say is, she would like to go with—
Fischl seems really jazzed about this commission. Do you think she has some kind of insider information?
Well, let's head to the Good Hunter to meet with this editor.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
All I can think about is